Hi guys, Cliff here, and I'm just going to show you a quick way of doing an air scoop, if just to let some more air into your fuselage if your ESC is getting hot or you just feel your battery needs more ventilation. Basically, you get a plastic spoon like that and you just cut the front off, so you end up with a rather nice scoop. Place it where you want it on the fuselage. This happens to be white, so I don't need to paint it. But here's one I did earlier, as they say. I'll let that into the bottom of the cowling. Obviously this is retrofitted and I don't want to spoil the finish. So first thing I thought I would do is to mark the position with a bit of masking tape. Sticky old tape. When you're happy, I'm just lining up the face of that with the vertical. And the further forward it is, the better, because obviously you've got more air going backwards then. I've got a bit of triangular gusset in there, so I think about there will be okay. You don't want to squeeze it either because it'll squash it down into a different shape. So I'm not putting any pressure on it. Up the front edge, because I don't want to cut any further forward than that. Okie doke. So that's the position I'm going to use. Now on this particular fuselage, it is I've got two laminations of 1/8 and some 1mm ply between the laminations. So I've got to, it's not just a scalpel job, I'll have to drill it a bit as well. The other thing I want to mark on here is exactly where I could go straight across. Might look quite nice in a scoop. This one is straight across but slightly back. I think that'll do actually. So if I come back, say, to there, like that. So what I want to do, I want to cut with my scalpel inside that line. It can be inside to maybe a tune of a couple of millimeters. That'll give me plenty to glue on. I'll obviously have to remove the film as well. The closer I get to the line, I can't go, yeah, that'll be about right. I've got to remove the film. Oops, let's take that off a minute. Got to remove the film for it to stick properly. Yeah, let's just cut around and see what we get. This will get me through the ply, and I can tidy it up with a file. Okay, bit of noise. It's exactly as I envisaged, so I'll just tidy that up a little bit with the file, and then we'll take the masking tape off and look at maybe sticking it on, finishing off this front edge. See you in a minute. Just cleaned up around the edge a bit, and now what I'm going to do is just follow the pen line and remove the film. Don't go all the way to the front. If you can't cut through one layer of film because you press too hard, just practice on something, because what I'm actually doing here, I'm not actually holding it, I'm using my finger as a guide, and I'm letting the blade go just far enough but no further. So okay, something I haven't mentioned, just run the spoon on a like that. Oops, just run the spoon just on the flat like that to give yourself a nice key on the edge and to make sure it's absolutely flat. Okay, otherwise you're not going to have a key. With all masking tape, peel it back on itself like that. Don't pull it straight up because you're likely to lift the surface it's attached to. The best way to glue it, perhaps run some CA around and try and put it in place carefully. Or you could use canopy glue, actually, as an idea. Glues plastic to almost anything. Formula 560 canopy glue. Takes a while to dry. Clear, fast drying. See, it says there. Bonds canopies and plastic parts to almost anything, flexible. I thought I was recording, sorry guys. So I've just run a small amount of canopy glue around on the balsa wood. Like that. That looks pretty good. It looks square. Let's just wipe off that bit of glue there. Moisture. Right, so we'll let that set. That's how you fit an air scoop, retrofit an air scoop. And that will let in a reasonable amount of air and then out through the cockpit. If I find things are getting a bit hot, I could always put another one on this side. There's the scoop in place. That should get in a nice amount of air, coupled with the one under there. So that's how we make a spoon air scoop. Okay, give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the wing cover video. Cheers.